I've eaten pomegranates almost every day for the last 4 years, and I started because I wanted to look attractive and young as possible. The name is Pomegranate 454, and this is the start of a series where I talk about habits I've built over the years to improve my health, my appearance, but more so my attractiveness. When I was about 12 to 13 years old, I had this desire in me to look as good and attractive and young as possible. This was much way before looks maxing was a thing. Around 2016 to 2019, give or take. And I guess my main source of inspiration to look as good as possible came from YouTube. And it was from three YouTube channels in particular. One of them being Teaching Men's Fashion, another being Alpha M, and the other one being Alex Costa. And y'all may have heard of them, but if y'all don't know who they are, they make videos on style, grooming, clothing advice, and trying to look as good as possible for yourself and for others. And I guess deep down, I wanted to do all this just so I can get attention from girls my age. And I had this concept or notion within me that girls would come up to me left, right, and center to try to talk to me and approach me once I became very good looking. But as someone who is 22 years old, I know for a fact that this is a horrible ideology that I came up with for no apparent reason, and it just came out of nowhere. And I learned that if you want to have a girlfriend, you're going to have to do the approaching. You're going to have to go up to a girl you like, try to talk to her, get her number, and go on a date with her. But that's a story for another day. But anyway, back to the video and main point of this. So basically, when I had this vision in mind to look as good as possible, my first goal as a 13 or 14 or 15-year-old kid was to look as young as possible. And I had this vision and dream in mind that someday when I'm like a 55-year-old man, I would look 10 to 15 years younger than my actual age. So if I'm 55, I'll look 40 or 45 years old. And that's what I wanted to achieve. And I literally remember watching a lot of videos on like top 10 foods you can eat to look 10 years younger, or top 10 anti-aging foods that you can eat today. You know, all that sort of stuff. And I remember, as I was watching these videos, I noticed a regular pattern in a lot of these videos. Because a lot of these foods were mentioned consistently. And one of them in particular being pomegranates, which just so happens to be the name of my YouTube channel. If you all know that. And I did a little research, and I won't keep you all too long, regarding pomegranates. So basically, if you all didn't know, pomegranates are extremely high in antioxidants. So basically they help protect your cells from oxidative stress. And if you all don't know what that is, oxidative stress basically affects your skin and energy and can contribute to aging. So when you consume a lot of these antioxidants, like, you fight against this stress. Pomegranates are also high in vitamin C, which comes to about 25 to 30% of your daily vitamin C in just one pomegranate. And vitamin C is essential for collagen production. And basically collagen is essential for keeping your skin firm and elastic. And if you all didn't know, your collagen in each and every one of us, your collagen production naturally declines as you get older. So it actually makes absolute sense to support your skin earlier on to help prevent collagen decline as you get older. And another interesting thing is the polyphenols in pomegranates. And there's some research that says that they reduce inflammation and so actually support blood flow within your body, which is hugely important and essential for your heart and affects how your skin looks and how your body feels and recovers. And when I was a young teenager, none of the science mattered to me at all. And it may not matter to you, and you don't really have to care at all if you want. But point is, you gotta get hooked onto pomegranates, and I really recommend you do so. And look, I ain't saying that pomegranates are some anti-aging cheat code to life. Like, you must still gotta do other things which are important for you, such as exercising, sleeping well, and your overall diet, and so forth. And I just want to say that I've been eating a pomegranate every single day. Well, nearly every day for the last 3 to 4 years of my life. And I guess that desire to still look young and attractive is still within me. And I still want to achieve that. But cutting up a pomegranate and taking each and every bit apart for about 5 to 10 minutes every day has been part of my daily routine for the last few years. And that, my friends, is one way of how I'm trying to look as good, young, attractive, and healthy as much as possible. And in the next video, or next videos, I'm going to talk about other things that I've built into my daily routine that I do to look as good, healthy, young, and attractive as possible. And if you want to stay tuned or hear more about it, be sure to subscribe to stay tuned. As realistically, this is going to be about a 60-part series, if not more. But anyways, have a good one, y'all. Pomegranate 454 signing out.